Greetings to all. Welcome to the Way to Live YouTube channel, your space for spiritual clarity, inner healing, and soul transformation. Today's topic is, why do some people go into a coma state? What is the spiritual reason behind it? Why do some people remain in a coma state for many years, and why do some die while in coma? And why do a few even return to life after being in a coma for so long? If you are a spiritual seeker, this question would arise at some point. You would wonder, what is the purpose of such an experience? Why does the soul choose this experience? Today, let me share my perspectives with you. First of all, you have to understand the difference between sleep and coma in spiritual terms. Let me explain the difference between someone sleeping and someone experiencing coma in spiritual terms. Every night, when you go to the sleep, your body and mind shuts down. You experience some sort of unconsciousness, but that unconsciousness is only for your body and mind. Your self-awareness, the very feeling of I am, it never sleeps. What happens is, once your I am disconnects from your body and mind, your vibration naturally raises, your awareness shifts from body and mind to your spirit body. You will now realize yourself as a spirit. In that state, you can even see your physical body. This is a very normal phenomena. It's called astral projection. You experience every night. You may explore many dimensions as a spirit. After all these explorations, your spirit lowers its frequency again, and your self-awareness shifts back from the spirit body to physical body and mind. In the morning, you wake up fresh. Most of these spiritual experiences are blocked from the memory so that you can fully focus on life as a body and mind, as a human. Sometimes, however, the soul allows you to remember the glimpse of these experiences, and the mind interprets those glimpses as dreams. That is what the dream's all about. Coma is very similar. The only difference is that instead of shifting self-awareness back to the human body and mind, the spirit chooses to extend its astral exploration for days, for months, or even years. For example, when you go to the office, you usually return home after 8 hours, from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. But sometimes, depending on responsibility, you may even stay 1 or 2 nights in the office itself. Similarly, the soul may choose to remain in the spirit realm for an extended period while still keeping the body alive in a coma. Always remember, the soul never goes into a coma. The soul is eternal. It never loses its awareness and it never dies. The coma is only a human experience. It happens to the body and mind, not to the soul or its spirit. Even when someone is in a coma state, their self-awareness as a spirit remains alive. That you need to understand. It is not a misfortune. They are experiencing altered states of consciousness while the spirit is actively exploring higher dimensions. The body may look inactive, like a living dead body, but the spirit is very busy in its own journey. For some, the state lasts a short time. For others, it can last for many years. It all depends on the soul's chosen exploration. At higher level, the soul may even choose coma as a theme of exploration for its own spiritual experiences of growth. Sometimes, coma may also be attracted by a person's action also. For example, reckless behavior, drinking or driving carelessly, that comes from the free will of the ego personality. It is not always a mandatory soul's choice, but one of the probable realities within the soul's destiny, activated through the personality's decisions, the decision of the ego personality. That is also possible. Now, you may have a question, why some people wake up and why some pass away while in coma? Well, if the spirit feels its exploration is complete and wants to return, the awareness shifts back to the body and mind, and the person wakes up from the coma even after 10 or 15 years. For the spirit, there is no 10 years or 15 years. Time in the spirit realm is very fluid. What feels like decades for us is just a few moments for the spirit. If the spirit decides not to continue the human experience for its own reasons and feels its theme of exploration is complete, the person passes away while in coma. At that point, spirit raises its vibration even higher and realizes itself as the soul. It understands both the spirit's experience and the human body and mind experiences, or the awareness of the spirit as well as the awareness of the body and mind, or simply the dreams unfolding within its own consciousness. All right. Now, if there is a message for the families and the loved ones, if your loved one is in a coma, please do not see it as a bad luck, misfortune, or some sort of a punishment from God. Their soul is very much alive and deeply engaged in its own spiritual exploration. And remember, this is not happening to you. In some way, this is a part of a soul agreement between you and your loved one at a higher level. You both have already chosen this experience for your own profound reasons. So what can you do? Stay in a state of unconditional love, kindness, and empathy. Stay in a state of unconditional love, service, kindness, and empathy. Serve them with a pure heart without worrying about the future. Stay in the now moment. See this as an opportunity for your soul to experience compassion, love, and service continuously, consistently, but not as a misfortune. If you define this as a misfortune, you put yourself in a victim state. This will not help you or your loved one. But if you see it from a deeply positive perspective, as a chance to embody unconditional love and service, you create a very powerful and transformative state within yourself. Please do not remember this. If you are experiencing this personally, then it is a reminder. This could be a reminder from your higher self. So when you shift into this positive state, you will no longer see coma as a tragedy, but as a higher spiritual process for both you and your loved one. So let's come to the conclusion. What is the truth? Coma is never an absence of life. It is simply another dimension of life. The soul is choosing its own unique journey. The soul is eternal. The soul never in coma. Please remember this. If my videos have touched you, shifted your perspectives, or given you positive transformation, clarity, and peace, if you are consistently watching my videos, and if your heart feels that the same transformation should reach many more people, you may choose to support this channel. Contribution means not charity. It is not doing something out of obligation. It is purely an energy exchange, a natural expression of gratitude that arises from your own transformation. So, if you feel guided and inspired to contribute, you can join this channel by clicking the join button right next to the subscribe button, or contribute in other ways. If you have any questions, type them in the comment section. If you'd like to discuss your personal challenges and gain clarity about your life, you can book a paid counseling session with me. Send a text message on WhatsApp. Please avoid calling. I will allocate a time for you. You're always loved. You're always supported and guided. You're never alone. Until next time, stay connected, stay empowered, and be blessed. Thank you very much for your time. Bye-bye.